Serie A Parma vs Monza prediction, team news, lineups preview. Finishing off their 2024 schedule with a battle at the bottom, Serie A survival rivals Parma and Monza will meet at Stadio Tardini on Saturday. While the hosts are keeping faith with their promotion-winning boss despite another defeat last week, the visitors pulled the plug on their high-profile head coach with a record of 1 win from 17. Match preview. Sitting just a point behind their hosts before kick-off, Parma may have expected to upset an ailing Roma side at Stadio Olimpico last time out, but going 2 goals down within 13 minutes effectively killed any such hopes. The Gialloblu then shipped 3 more after the break, and a chastening 5-0 loss ultimately left them 15th, only 1 point clear of the drop zone amid a congested bottom half of the table. Fabio Pecchia's young squad have now suffered 3 straight losses for the first time since returning to Italy's top tier as Serie B champions, with their defensive deficiencies again being exposed. Together with Saturday's opponents, Parma are one of only 2 teams yet to keep a single clean sheet at home this season, so they will be keen to end that trend as the curtain falls on a largely successful 2024. Having won their final Serie A match of a calendar year just once in the last 14 attempts, history is not exactly on their side, though they are unbeaten in 6 second-tier games against Monza. The first-ever fixture between Parma and Monza in Serie A will be overseen by a fresh face in the away dugout, as Alessandro Nesta was sacked just before Christmas, in the aftermath of a 2-1 home defeat to Juventus. While Pecchia led his club back to the promised land and therefore has plenty of credit in the bank, Nesta failed to make an impact after taking over in the summer, following back-to-back mid-table finishes for the Biancorossi under Raffaele Palladino. Somewhat surprisingly, the Monza hierarchy have plumped for an inexperienced successor to the Italy legend, as former Hellas Verona assistant and interim manager Salvatore Bacchetti has stepped into the hot seat with his new team stranded inside the drop zone. Winless since October and without a single home victory in the league this season, the Brianzoli are rock bottom, 5 points adrift of safety and fast approaching the halfway stage. However, they have actually picked up the highest percentage of points on the road so far. 70% have been collected away from home, and Bacchetti has been presented with a relatively winnable first fixture. Team news. Deepening their already significant defensive woes, Parma could be without half of their first-choice back 4 on Saturday, as Enrico Del Prato thigh and Emanuele Valeri foot were both forced off by injury during last week's loss in Rome, though the latter still has a chance of being past fit. Fabio Pecchia is also missing Adrian Bernabe, Mateusz Kowalski, Gabriel Charpentier, Alessandro Cercati, Lautaro Valenti and Jordan Osorio, while Nahuel Estevez remains a doubt. In the final third, Angione Boni should lead the line with support from Romania winger Dennis Mann. This year, Mann has been directly involved in the most Parma goals across all competitions, 12, and has also made the most starts, 32. Meanwhile, Monza may line up a little differently under Salvatore Bacchetti, but the ex-Spartak Moscow defender did employ a 3-man defense during his brief spell as Verona boss. He will be without several players, including captain Matteo Pessina, as Milan Juric again joins Mattia Velodi, Samuel Vignato, Luca Calderola and Roberto Gagliardini on the sidelines. Daniel Maldini is back from a ban, though, and the Italy forward could join Danny Mota up front. After scoring 4 goals in his first 6 league appearances this season, Mota has added none in his last 9. So Mirko Maric may be handed a rare chance instead. Parma possible starting lineup: Suzuki, Koulibaly, Valenti, Ballo, Valeri, Keita, Somme, Mann, Hernani, Enquist, Boni. Monza possible starting lineup: Tirati, Ezo, Mari, Carboni, Birondelli, Bianco, Bondo, Kiriakopoulos, Caprari, Maldini, Motta. We say, Parma 2-1 Monza. Monza's need for maximum points is greater. But Parma have the more potent attack and can surely outscore one of the few teams below them in the standings. And new manager bounce cannot be ruled out, particularly as Parma often leave themselves wide open, but the visitors might head back home empty-handed. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.